There's a man in a jail cell who claims to be a king. He says he's from a parallel world, but anyone who hears this thinks there's something mentally wrong with him. The police gave him a COVID test. The result came back negative, so he was released. Before leaving, he asked Tae-yul to help him find a hotel. Tae-yul asked if he had any money. Lee Gun pulled off a button and said it was a diamond. Tae-yul said if this is a diamond, then she's the king's wife.
40년 감정사 경력에 컷이 이렇게 정교한 다이아는 처음 봅니다.
They went to a jewelry store to have it appraised. The appraiser said although this is a good diamond, there's no certificate, so there might be some risks involved. Tae-yul awkwardly had to use her police badge as collateral.
경찰이세요?
다른 신분도 밝히게. 다이나 피.
Tae-yul looked at him puzzled. One button is worth so much money. What about the remaining 7? Tae-yul asked if he stole it. Lee Gun said would a thief bring a police officer to sell stolen goods? Tae-yul was left speechless. At this moment she received an emergency call and hurried away. Meanwhile, Jerry received a call from Lee Gun asking him to go shopping. Lee Gun used the money from selling the button to buy a bunch of clothes. Turns out he had called Jerry 13 times before finally getting him to come. Jerry asked why he called him. Lee Gun said he wanted to have a heart-to-heart talk. Jerry said we have nothing to talk about.
자네 왼손에 든 것들 전부 자네 것이야.
이어질까요? 어디서부터 풀면 됩니까?
Lee Gun wanted to see his childhood photos. Jerry took out his phone and handed it to Lee Gun. Lee Gun was instantly stunned looking at the photos, because Jerry as a child looked exactly like his own bodyguard. He became even more convinced this was a parallel world. Meanwhile, Tae-yul discovered Lee Gun's white horse in her yard. It even attracted a crowd of onlookers. Tae-yul was furious. She stormed to the hotel to confront Lee Gun. The front desk said they couldn't reveal guest information. She wrote a note, saying you have 10 minutes. If you don't come out, I'll sell your horse. Then had the staff deliver it to his room. Lee Gun rushed down at 9 minutes and 59 seconds. He begged Tae-yul to help take care of his horse. Tae-yul agreed, and said the animal is innocent but you might be guilty, then warned him to stay put until his identity was cleared. Otherwise his horse might be in danger. The next day while Tae-yul was working on a case, Lee Gun kept calling her. Lee Gun said he discovered everyone was sampling food, just like when he was in the palace. Before he could finish, the call was hung up. He asked the server to help pack some bread. The server said this was for sampling, and gave him an unopened bag instead, but he refused. He specifically wanted the one that people had already eaten. This behavior shocked the server. After work, Tae-yul brought carrots to feed the white horse, but this purebred horse wouldn't eat them, and was even hostile toward Tae-yul. Tae-yul quickly called Lee Gun, then went to the library to find him. When she sat across from Lee Gun, she noticed jealous looks from around them. She picked up the drinks on the table, and found they were covered with love letters and cards from girls. Only then did Tae-yul understand why the previously empty library was now packed. Everyone came to see this man. Lee Gun said the people here are very friendly, always bringing him food and drinks. Then they went to a fried chicken restaurant together. Lee Gun picked up a piece of chicken and only smelled it, but hesitated to take a bite. Tae-yul asked why he wasn't eating. He said he never eats food